And then next guys, we're about to have even more fun. Now we are going to animate the light itself, the Omni light here. Okay, let's change the view mode to the left viewpoint. Okay, so that now we see it from the left side, of course. And we might want to turn on our background again for now. Whew, we got so many layers, eh? Yeah, let's turn it back on. So our Omni light starts from there. Okay, let's bring down its settings, such as the position and point of interest. Okay, even the rotation and so forth. So it's going to start like that, and then along here we want this light point of interest to begin to shift. Sorry, we are working on the Omni light. Let's make it 2 views. Okay, come on, After Effects, it really gets intense indeed. And I think for now, just for now, we might want to turn off the top light, okay? Just to help us render our scene quicker, okay? So we are going to select our Omni light. Now life is getting better for our machines. Yeah. Press U to bring up its settings. As you saw, we already began creating keyframes. And then, as you saw, by this time it reaches here and our first layer falls, right? So next we want it to move along, so we are going to select our light point of interest. Damn it, you know what? I have a way for it. You know these layers which keep misbehaving, you know, they keep moving around when you don't want them to? You know what? We got just the tool for them. We are going to lock them up, okay? Lock them up. Just like putting the criminals behind bars, you know. So we are going to put this layer up behind bars. So select the background, and guess what, guys? Simply click here, and ta-da! All of a sudden, this lousy guy is locked up. It cannot be moved anymore, you know, unless, of course, we choose to. So, you know what, background? Stay where you are from now on, okay? Stay where you are until we are done with this amazing tutorial. Yeah. So we select our Omni light once more. As you can see, we are working from the left viewpoint, and of course we can see the updates in our camera view there. So we come here. Let's start from the beginning. So our light will begin from here. Let's animate it by positioning it up there like that, and then we might want it to be backwards a bit. I'm going to make mine bigger there. So our light begins like that, okay? I still think it can go backwards. So I'm going to say 4 views. What is our top viewpoint? No. The more we have, the more it really makes our scene impossible to navigate through. So let's bear with it by working with it from here. So our layer will begin from somewhere down there, okay? And then around 9 seconds. So guys, I'm showing you how to animate a camera, you know, or rather a light in After Effects. We select its point of interest. You know what? We might even want to lock up also the flow, our road to victory. That's what we call it. We might also want to lock it up. So I'm going to lock mine up also right now. Put a lock on him so that he won't move. So when it's around here, we want our point of interest to shift a bit, like that. Then we are going to move our light. As you can see, if it really gets too difficult for you to manipulate the light position in the viewport, yep, we simply can do it right here within the light settings. As you can see, it's so easy, really. It's that easy indeed. So our light will begin like that, and then begin crossing its journey through this universe of tutorials. It is a universe, really. When it gets around We want it maybe around 19 seconds. We want the light to have moved a bit. I'm going to undo mine. As I said, we have the controls here within these parameters to do whatever we, or rather whichever, to give our light whichever position we want it to take. So you don't need to worry if it gets too complex really to do that within the interface of After Effects itself, because I can assure you even mine is really getting a bit difficult to manage. So the lights, the animation begins like that, and then the tutorials begin to fall. Then of course we want somewhere there our light to have passed it, but we don't want the point of interest to have vanquished with this, you know. We still want our point of interest to exist. So we are going to select mine and bring it back, you know, to where it was, but it should still be facing the very last tutorial. Yep. Aha. So now this particular tutorial will become our center of attraction in the end, you know. So I'm going to show you guys again what we did now. So what happens is that the light starts from there. I'm going to move him again. You see, these things keep shifting, so you have to be careful. So the light begins like that, and of course the animation plays through. Beautiful, beautiful animation taking place. And guess what? We can turn on our top light. Come on, antivirus. I'll update you later. So we turned back on our top light. We're going to switch back to one view. Can you see? It really affects our scene. We are going to lock him up also, you know. We want active camera. Zoom up to 100%. Then we are going to select once more our background here. Let's unlock him. Can you see when he is locked up? When you try to do anything to him, he refuses, eh? He becomes disobedient. Come on. Select the background, press MM, okay. And then we are going to reduce its expansion even further, like that. And then we are going to effect color correction levels, okay. And then of course, guess what guys? Aha, we haven't forgotten the camera animation. Yep. Select our camera and then click on the keyframes for all of the settings here, because trust me, you do not want to regret messing up with the camera settings. So once you've clicked on that, we're going to select all these keyframes and then move them a bit forward in time. And then we want our camera to start animating from a central point of view. And let me see, I'm going to turn off the Omni and the top light for now, because you can see it's really slowing down our scene. We want our scene to begin to animate from this particular point of view, where all the layers appear to be one thing, and of course where it's much more zoomed into. So it's gonna start up like that and then begins to go through things like that. So here we begin to zoom in and move, feed it up to 100. So it starts like that, and then this is a bit too sudden. We're going to move these keyframes forward in time. So can you see now? They are still too sudden. I'm going to delete those keyframes. So we want it to start like that, and then from here we are going to click on these stopwatches here for all these positions and so forth. So it does that, and then of course our camera then will reach that particular point once everything has come to a stop. So basically this camera will animate like this. We start the animation like that, and then layers begin to fall. Wrong. I'm deleting all the last keyframes we created. This is the thing about camera animations, guys. So I think what we want instead is a walk by of the camera. It's going to rotate like that. Then we're going to twist him like that. Zoom in a bit. I'm not even sure if this is gonna work. So if we play it from this point of view, yeah, I believe that's much better. What happens when you delete these keyframes here, so that the camera, yeah, this is much better. Much better. So this is the kind of animation we have in the end. I want to turn on the Omni, just the Omni for now, and you can see it really tries to really make life so much difficult for us just by turning him on. So this is how the animation takes place. The animation begins, our layer is clear, they begin to fall, of course, with casting shadows. Aha. Top light back on. Oh, he's the main one that's really causing things to slow down on our side here. Aha, so it's back on. You can see our camera begins to animate. Layers fall one by one. Aha, until we come here. And then, of course, once we get here now, I'm going to turn off again my two lights. Now this way I rotate the camera once more. So that now the camera, I want the camera to start from the very beginning again. Z control, okay. Now we are going to animate the camera along the road to victory. So it's like we're having a countdown, you know, of all our favorite tutorials here at Henrythejedi.com. Move him down. So basically he's gonna do this, gets close, until in the end we are going to have this particular tutorial standing. Okay, the audio spectrum animation. Yeah, track XY. Now he is indeed the last man standing. So let's preview again what you're gonna have. I'm just turning on the Omni light, just the Omni light, just to see what preview we are having. So our animation will begin like this. From darkness comes light. The countdown begins. Domino. They all fall until one remains standing, and then of course we get up to this point here. Now of course, as you can see, now we have a problem that our object is too dark. Let's see what happens when the main light is turned back on. So we are going to the main light, turn it on. Aha, at least he gives our scene something to talk about, you know. So this is what happened. What will happen again? Our animation plays like that. I'm going to change my top light options by bringing down its settings. Okay, I think for the light options, I think we want a light intensity of 130. Okay, so that now our scene is better lit, and of course we still get very good looking shadows, and you can see everything is nice and clean and clear. And when we get here, it's simple to fix this particular last tutorial here, tutorial number 15. We simply go to its options, and then under material options we are going to increase the specular. Can you see that? This is really the power of Adobe After Effects, where you really get to increase these particular values here if you want more highlights, especially in your 3D object. Even this particular tutorial here, which one could it be? Yeah, that particular one. I'm going to press AA on the keyboard to bring up its settings. Again, also I'm changing its specular. Okay. Tutorial number 5. AA. This is really how you fix those areas which are simply too dark to be noticed. That's how it's done here at Henrythejedi.com. So this is what we have. Our tutorials begin, or rather our animation begins from darkness. In fact, let's select our Omni light. We need it to be completely dark. So we select our Omni, bring up the light settings, light options, and then it's going to set an intensity. Let's move this keyframe forward. We want it to set an intensity of 0, and then it's gonna brighten up all the way to 185, and then we select the two keyframes, and then we go to animation, keyframe assistant, animation, keyframe assistant, easy ease, to give us this a much more smoother animation going on, so that now the scene should start from complete dark, like that exactly. And then light shines upon the world, and that's what we end up having, of course. Beautiful stuff. And then what you're gonna have then is one of the most important words that every human being can ever learn, and that is the habit of saying thank you. This is Henrythejedi thanking you for all your contribution. And I want to make this one special, so I'm going to type the thank yous in some of the most popular languages in the world, namely English, French, German, Spanish, Portuguese, and maybe Chinese. I don't know, but unfortunately I don't have the Chinese font, so let me type that in. Yeah, so guess what, guys? I just came from the internet now, and guess what? Just to thank you, I even had to go to Google just to find how do you thank people in the main languages spoken on Earth. So I don't mind if you even laugh at me. Check what I found. So many different languages, and I'm just gonna use the ones that I can enter with my keyboard. I mean, how do I enter that? An A with, I don't know, some some punctuations on top. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start with the Spanish one, okay? But first, in After Effects, as you can see, this is where our animation ended, and we need our camera to sort of tilt the layers, okay? So we're going to composition settings. We're going to change the duration from 1 minute to 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay, press enter. And as you can see, it's really taking long because we have these two lights here that are really killing our scene. I'm going to turn off. I'm gonna turn them off rather for now. Okay, again, as you can see, since you've increased the length of our animation, of course our layers have been cut shorter. So don't worry, we are going to fix that. We simply select all our layers. Let's unlock this one here. We simply select all our layers, and we simply drag them along like that. So now they have a longer duration. We select our camera. As you can see, all its keyframes are still selected, and we are still on auto key mode. We just move a bit forward, and then here we'll tilt our camera so that it makes more space for our thank you pages that are coming through now. Let's tilt it a bit, maybe this way. So it's gonna do that, okay? And let's quickly select all these and then go to animation, keyframe assistant, easy ease, so that we get smooth animations going through. Now here comes the thank you section. For that we need a new composition on its own, and we're gonna call it thank you. Press enter. And then we're going to create a new solid, a new text rather. No, let's make a new solid. Let's put the solid behind, delete the text, change the solid's color to a gradient, effect, generate, ramp. We're going to tell it to start, or rather the colors are fine like that, okay? The colors are fine, but we just need to change the end parameter so that it can be really below. And then here we simply enter we begin now with the translations. You know what, guys? Since I'm actually recording this tutorial on the eve of our anniversary, you know, you tend to make mistakes, and Matepe Willoughby is right here with me. I believe you know Matepe, right? Our cameraman. Yeah, he just told me that we made a mistake with our text layer. Okay, so I'm going to, or rather with our solid. No, with our composition. We need to go to composition settings. Yeah, and he told me, hey, you need to thank these people. They've been visiting us for a year. Just imagine. We made a mistake with the thank you. Check! He's still correcting me right now. So it's thank you, not thanked you. Thank you, Matepe. Yeah, okay. So we are back into the composition. Yeah, and then I'm going to start with... I think I'm just going to copy them like that. Copy. I don't know if After Effects can copy from Microsoft Word, but chances are, as you can see, I'm hopelessly trying. It's not working. So I'm gonna do this. The Spanish say gracias. Okay, gracias. Please correct me in my spelling. The Bulgarians, oh, unfortunately, my keyboard cannot enter those characters. So sorry if you're from Bulgaria, but you can see what we're trying to say. They were trying to thank you. And then the Croatians say Havlati. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. So it's H-V-A-L-A-T-I. Okay. So I'm gonna press enter. H-V-A-L-A-T-I. Okay. And then up next we have the Dutch. Oh, the Dutch more or less speak like our language here in South Africa, which is Afrikaans. They say bedankt. I know I pronounce that one well, okay? Bedankt. And then next we have people from the Philippines. Oh, they say salamat. Oh, okay. So you see, guys, what happens when you have people coming from the whole world visiting you, eh? You gotta accommodate all of them. Or else I'm gonna feel alienated, you know? And then the Germans simply say danke. Nice, Germans. Thank you, Germans. Enter. Of course, the French say merci. Oh, merci beaucoup. Oh, I speak French, by the way, so don't worry, I won't make a mistake on this one. And then the Greek, oh my goodness, sorry, we can't do that. Oh, the Italians say grazie. Oh, grazie. I really wish I had a keyboard which could enter any language. The Portuguese say obrigado. Oh my goodness. Obrigado. And then the Vietnamese, oh my goodness. The Turkish, they say, oh my goodness. No. I think, don't worry, the ones we have here are going to take us further. So we are going to select all our text, and then we'll go to Window, Character. We are going to tell them to be Arial Black. And then we are going to change the settings as follows. We need more space in between them. We need yeah, like that. And then this is what we're gonna do. We are simply going to press or rather we won't press anything. We are going to select the text once more, and then we increase these values here, which increases the outlines of the text like that, so that the text is more readable. Or if it's too much, you can always reduce it. Let me change mine to 2. Yeah, much better. And then we are going to bring our thank you composition into our main comp. Simply drag it there. We have a tiny problem there with the transfer modes. Don't worry, we are going to squash it a bit. Then we are going to press T on the keyboard for its opacity, like that. Then let's press. Let's try to play around with the transfer modes to see which way it looks best on the composition. So we fix that by expanding our options here, and then we go to Layer, Transfer Mode, or rather Blending Mode, Hard Light. Okay, so that it blends better with our composition. Of course, as you can see now, we could easily increase its opacity. Okay, and then we are going to go again back to our thank you composition. Select our text, press P on the keyboard to bring up its position, and then we are going to click on the stopwatch for the composition, and then we want it to animate from the top like that and then scrolling down within 15 seconds, of course, or less. Sorry, we simply want them to scroll down until they're like that. Okay, so that's all we want. And then select our keyframes and then go to animation, keyframe assistant, easy ease. And then we go back to our anniversary composition, select our text and then go to effect, stylize, glow, just to give it much more punch. And of course we want our thank you composition only to happen when the camera has more or less done what it needed to do, which is around here. So this is the only place where we want our text layers to appear. Okay, so we are going to press T to reveal its opacity. Click on the stopwatch, move this particular keyframe ahead in time, select the previous entry and then enter 0 there, so that it sort of fades into the scene. Okay, like that. Okay, so yeah, I believe and then of course just one last touch with the camera here. We are simply going to zoom out of the scene as these words are busy appearing, like that, just to give it much more of a nicer look. And last but not least, we might want to go back again and change maybe our gradients colors, I don't know, to your liking. You see what a dark red will look like, you know. Go back to our main comp. No, it's killing it. I'm going to undo that. Yeah, I'm going to undo that. So yeah, I'm glad I managed to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the main languages in the world, and simply thanking you from all over the world for everything you've done. And then I'm going to turn back my lights on for us to see what it looks like. Please do not throw me with stones if your pieces are really jerky right now, because this is really a big scene, as I promised you guys. And yeah, let's see when we preview this. And then I believe our glow is a bit too intense. We just need to reduce it a bit by changing the glow intensity. Okay, maybe to 0.6. That can help a bit. Yeah, big compositions, and what they do to computers. Okay, and then our camera still needs to get out of the scene, you know, unless, yeah, I think, yeah, as they appear there, yeah, that should do it. Okay, perfect. So as a word of conclusion, I want to thank every single person who has ever visited www.henrythejedi.com. Without you guys, we'll be nowhere. And of course, you know, it's thanks to your support through the purchase of our amazing training products that we still manage to exist, you know. So as you can see, we have a brand new training product called Creative Phenomena for After Effects and 3D Max, in which we utilize the powerful tools within these two very great applications that we are used to, and we create some of the most amazing visual effect elements. Okay, so thank you to everybody who has been visiting from all over the world. I still can't believe that we get visits from countries such as in Iraq, in which there is war going on, but thanks to what we offer, people still find a hope, a niche to believe in through our video tutorials. I want to thank my father, Mr. Andre Mbata Betukumesu Mangu. I want to thank my mother, Yamiter. I only wish she was here. Unfortunately, I don't stay with my mom. She stays in a little village in the Congo. I haven't been with her since I was a little boy at the tender age of 5, and today I'm only 22 years old. Okay, so I want to thank my mother. I want to thank my stepmother, Mama Therese, for taking such good care of me. Despite what happened, it's only circumstances that only makes a man even stronger and bigger. I want to thank my brothers and sisters, Sarah Mbata, Padim Mbata, Sami Mbata, and all the other children. And I want to thank Mr. Hannes Retif, yes, the man who really motivated me to get started with this. I want to thank Ziana Rafuza for his amazing contributions that continue to grow. I want to thank Tony Koyabe for everything that we've gone through also. I want to thank Matepe Willoughby for also his amazing contribution, and Matepe's sister Hano Mongale. Okay, and I want to thank everybody. Really, I haven't managed to thank. I want to thank everybody who has been contributing to our amazing forum. Thank you so much, guys, for your comments and so forth. It's really things like those that keep an artist like me going. Okay, so I want to thank everyone and everything that exists, and let's make 2009 the biggest year we've ever seen. So thank you for watching this amazing video tutorial. My name is Henrythejedi, also known as the Jedi, and welcome to Henrythejedi.com, the all new Henrythejedi.com. You will believe. And of course, don't forget to check out our amazing motion graphics and visual effects tools, such as our training DVDs, our beautiful amazing t-shirts out now on sale. And you can see how good you're gonna look, you know, like we managed to find out how good we look, you know, in our beautiful Henrythejedi.com t-shirts that you can order online, you know. I mean, look at that. Even the poor dog can't help it but stare at us as we're taking these pictures, looking good in our amazing training t-shirts, or rather Henrythejedi.com t-shirts that you can order online. Okay, so as you can see, of course, check out the showcase arena where you can publish your own works absolutely free. So finally, we have our own YouTube where you can broadcast your creativity. Okay, please continue to contribute onto the forum. You know, there is of course an advertising space also on sale if you want to reach more audience. You know, we have over 1,000 members and growing with our forum. Especially there is our newsletter that you can subscribe to, man. Tons and tons of amazing features, and of course you can also upload your own images so that for the whole world to see. You can also upload your own show reel for the whole world to see at our amazing showcase arena. So welcome to Henrythejedi.com in the year 2009, and thank you for believing in us, and you will believe once more, and may the force be with you. Last but not least, I actually forgot, I also want to thank Mr. George Lucas, who actually got the whole Star Wars film starting. Unfortunately, I've never had the chance to meet him in person, but I want to thank him for inspiring people from all over the world like myself to become also a Jedi, you know. You know what? In fact, I think he should have made me feature in Revenge of the Sith. Oh no, we should make Revenge of the Jedi, you know, and then I will feature and I will be fighting Darth Vader, you know. Welcome to the new Henrythejedi.com, and yeah, you will believe. So thank you for watching our amazing video tutorial here at Henrythejedi.com. And as for me, in true Jedi tradition, I'm going to put in my Star Wars movie entitled Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's the movie which really got me inspired in this whole visual effects thing. So I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy The Phantom Menace, where I want to see young Skywalker, you know, playing in the pod race, you know. Or how about Darth Maul fighting against the 2 Jedi Knights? I mean, what's better than that? Thank you so much for watching this amazing video tutorial.